Okay, let's see. So this is my first streaming video for my new YouTube channel that I just started today. I'm trying to get a good angle so that you guys can actually see what I look like. I mean, I'm not wearing any makeup, so maybe it's best that we just don't bother with this. But today begins my video diary, I suppose we could call it. Again, I'm not wearing makeup today, so if you guys don't want to see me, it's fine. We'll figure out the lighting situation at a later date. But this is just an intro to what I plan on having a fully informative video diary, essentially. Some informative videos, teaching videos, reviews of junk that I buy, because I buy a lot of junk for really cheap, like this random vent cleaner that I bought off of also the Wish app, in case you have watched my one video on Facebook that is me reviewing something else I bought on the Wish app, because it's like $1 and I have a lot of spare time right now. For those of you who don't know, I am currently unemployed. For the most part, I do still work at a large music venue in my area, which is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I would like to thank my mom for hopefully watching this. Maybe my dad. I have 2 sisters. They might watch it. There may be nobody watching it, or there might be some weird person that I probably would be friends with if I knew them, that I've never met before, that lives across the country and runs into this randomly. So I'm a babbler, so that's something you should probably know about me. I just babble incoherently sometimes. My friends say that it's endearing, so they have been pushing me to create this channel. So I'm unemployed right now. I'm currently in the job market. I'm looking for something a little bit more challenging, something in the tech field, technical writing, business analysis, or training, something that'll challenge me a bit, get me out in the world, kind of a crossover of my talents, which are I learn very quickly. So I want to do something that actually takes some brain power and also my social skills, which are interesting at best and challenging at worst, I guess. I spend a lot of time with people. I bartend, as I mentioned, and I've been in customer service for a billion years without aging myself. So so this is my channel now, because I don't have a whole lot of things to do besides spending all day long applying for jobs, and then at the end of the day being discouraged and a little feeling like I have not accomplished anything, unfortunately. So I figured that doing this video might help me feel like I have a purpose and something to make me get to doing something every day, maybe recording a video or researching info for videos. I also recently found out that there's a big push for sexual education to be cut from a lot of schools in the country. So I'll likely be doing several informative videos on sex ed. I don't know if you'd want your kids to hear me talk about sexual education, but as an adult human, I have a bit of experience in that realm, and I used to write a sex column for my college newspaper for several years. So whether my expertise is clinical or not is a little bit more difficult to state, but I do own several books on human sexuality, took several classes in college, and find the fact that they're trying to cut funding to sexual education to be the absolute worst thing they could do. So I'm a big supporter of Planned Parenthood, big supporter of education in general, especially for women and the less privileged. So poorer areas that really need it and also don't have the education or the access to materials, condoms and birth control and knowledge, like anything that can further their knowledge, books on the subject. I know a lot of small towns tend to push that kind of stuff out of the doors because there's a big a lot of religious backgrounds to these smaller towns, which is fine. And that's what you're into, and that's great. That's what helps your life. That's wonderful. But when your 16-year-old daughter comes home pregnant because you never taught her what causes that, that's where the problem comes in. So I want to make sure that this channel is available for teenagers as well, maybe some preteens. I will label my videos to be adults only if it's raunchy or there's a lot of swearing, which is possible because I don't spend a lot of time around children, so I have a bit of a potty mouth. So let's see. Yeah, so this would be just my first intro video into who I am. I'm 35. I'm a single human that lives in this very small apartment that I love. I live right by the lake. That's what that big blue thing is behind me. I have 2 plants that are very sad looking. They're succulents, and I still can't somehow manage to keep them alive or healthy, at least looking. So not so good with plants, but I got all these trees in my yard, so that's cool. I have a pool, so I have a great tan right now because, again, I'm not working. I work out on a regular basis, but I love food, so I might do some cooking videos as well. Maybe some workout videos, yoga stuff. I enjoy yoga, but only like the core workout stuff, not the relaxing stuff. I like my relaxing to be the old-fashioned way, lying around and doing absolutely nothing. So if you guys have any questions or if there's anything you want me to cover in videos, as long as it's, doable. I don't want to do anything too raunchy, or I'm not going to do anything too raunchy. I'm not going to do anything too aggressive or in your face. I likely won't do anything too political, except for obviously the sex ed videos. I'm all about education. So that it's sad to me that would be political, but some people might see it as such. And it's obviously going to leak in a little bit my politics, of course, because they kind of influence everything I do. But yeah, so this is my initial video. This is an insanely long intro, and you guys probably don't need to hear me talk about myself for 45 minutes, but I like strength. I like knowledge. I like intelligence. I love people with senses of humor and good humor about things that should have humor about them, and some things that shouldn't necessarily have good humor about them. But I have 2 parents and 2 sisters, like I mentioned, a bit of an extended family, everybody whom I care about very much. I have a niece who's my favorite person in the whole wide world, but she will not likely be making an appearance. She's kind of a hidden gem, if you will. I will probably talk about her, but she can stay off camera. She's fantastic on camera, an amazing little ham, but for her privacy's sake, I don't want my 6 followers to see everything she does. So given that I end up getting any followers, this is the intro to a channel that is likely to be just a jumble of mess. I love watching YouTube videos. I don't know why anybody would watch my YouTube videos, but if you are interested in doing so, I am here for your entertainment. So message me or comment or whatever you'd like to do to suggest ideas, things that you would like to see me go through. Again, if the suggestions get offhand or raunchy or offensive, I'm going to have to report them or whatever it is that you do for that. Can I delete them? I don't know how this works. So I will be keeping a close eye. So have some class, have some sense. Keep in mind that I am trying to keep my videos PG-13, PG, whatever, just for the sake of everybody. So yeah. And I feel weird talking to myself. So sometimes when I'm babbling, I'll also get a little quiet because I have neighbors and they know I'm talking to myself. I can actually hear them coming in right now, like unloading their groceries. I live in a building with like 200 apartments. So all of my neighbors now probably know I'm a weirdo, which is totally fine. I am a weirdo. So yeah. So this will be my for today video. I might record something else later if I come up with a brilliant topic, since this is like what I'm really into doing right now. So yeah, so this is me. I'm Devin, for people who don't know how to pronounce my name, which happens a lot. So don't be weird about it. Like, oh, I was calling you Devon for 6 months when I met you. It happens all the time. And I sometimes don't even correct people because it happens so often that I don't even notice it anymore, really. So, and my name is Devin. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I live near that big blue thing. I'm gonna record some videos of me being a weirdo, and that's about it. So, yeah. If you want to contact me, feel free to message or comment or whatever. This is my initial video. All right, guys. Wish me luck.